Hey guys, welcome to one of the fastest growing sports YouTube channels out there, Golden Blue Dude. We all know that Oklahoma and Texas are going to the SEC, whether it's next year or by 2025, doesn't matter. They're headed to the SEC. Next question, how successful will Oklahoma and Texas be in the SEC? Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. That is what I do. Hey guys, don't forget to check out my good friends at TriStateWoodSketch.com. They do amazing work over there. All you have to do is send them the picture that you want transferred onto wood, and he'll get it done. And if you mention Golden Blue Dude, he'll give you 20% off your order. So mention my name, and the more you spend, the more you'll save. Oklahoma and Texas are off to the SEC. We already know that. They were invited and voted in. It's a done deal. So let's move past that. How well will Oklahoma and Texas do in the SEC? Well, I went back and checked out how teams in the SEC have done, how teams in the Big 12 have done since the last merger. So first up, let's look at the SEC. From number 1 to number 14. Number 1, of course, Alabama, with an overall record of 113-10. That's crazy. Number 2, that would be Georgia, with a record of 92-27. Number 3, LSU. Might be surprising, but it is LSU, with a record of 84-30. Fourth best team in the SEC, Texas A&M, with a record of 77-37. Fifth best team, Florida, 74-39. Sixth best team, Auburn, 71-45. Seventh best team, Mississippi State, 67-53. Eighth best team, South Carolina, 62-50. Number 9 in that stretch, Missouri, 61-51. Number 10, Ole Miss, 58-52. Number 11, good old Rocky Top, Tennessee, 55-55, and even 500. Number 12, Kentucky, 51-60. Number 13 is Vanderbilt, not in last place, with a record of 45-64. Dead last, number 14, Arkansas, 40-69. So some surprises in there, but overall pretty much what we expected. Now let's look at what the Big 12 teams have done in the same stretch. The best team in the Big 12, of course, Oklahoma, with the record of 96-22. That's pretty good. Number 2, Oklahoma State, 78-37. That's pretty good. Number 3, TCU, 69-44. Fourth best team in the Big 12 in that stretch, Baylor, 68-45. Tied with them for the fourth spot, Kansas State, 68-45. And then in sixth place is Texas. Yeah, I bet you were expecting them to be higher. Nope, with a record of 65-48. And right behind Texas, number 7, West Virginia, 62-49. Eighth best team, Texas Tech, 51-59. Number 9, Iowa State, 49-60. And of course, number 10, Kansas, 16-89. I wasn't surprised at these rankings, but maybe it surprised you. So going by those numbers right there, what spot would Texas and Oklahoma be in the SEC if they were to start right now? For Oklahoma, they'd be the second best team. What about Texas? Texas would be just ahead of South Carolina as the whopping 9th best team in the SEC. That does not surprise me at all. Texas, you're going to struggle in the SEC. You're not as good as you think you are. You have all that money, you have one of the best brands in the nation, and yet you can't put it together on the field. And I now understand why you hired Steve Sarkisian. You knew you were going into the SEC. You got an SEC person. West Virginia tried to do the same thing when we went to the Big 12. We hired Dana Holgorsen, a Big 12 person, going into the Big 12. Trying to ease your way into the conference. Didn't work. It's not going to work for you either. You have to get an actual good coach, not just a coach that has been in the conference and is familiar with the conference. Here's another thing for Texas fans. Get ready for horns down galore all over the place. When you go on the road, the entire stadium's going to be doing it. The entire sidelines are going to be doing it. Even at home, the visiting section is going to be doing it. Get used to the horns down all day. You're going to eat, sleep, breathe, poop, horns down in the SEC. It's going to happen. I even think that those home-cooked flags in Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium are going to dry up just a bit, especially for the first few years. You might get them back after you've been there 3 or 4 years, but in the beginning, they're going to dry up fast. So don't expect some special treatment in the SEC. Oklahoma, on the other hand, they could actually have success. They recruit well. They develop their quarterbacks. Don't lose games they're not supposed to, except for Kansas State, but there is no Kansas State in the SEC, so they don't have to worry about that. Even if they slide just a little bit, I still expect Oklahoma to be a top 4 team in the SEC. Texas, I was going by your record in the Big 12. You could actually be worse than the 8th best team, especially starting out. I know a lot of people are saying, well, the SEC is going to help with their recruiting. Well, they're Texas. They shouldn't need any help with their recruiting. So I'm not buying that at all. So best of luck to you, Texas, being mediocre in the SEC. Oklahoma, I think you'll be just fine. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on my next show.